This is Army of Two, the Devil's Cartel. We're here on Xbox 360. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So this was the last of the Army of Two series. There was a few games. It was focused on cooperative combat, action, and aggression, where you try to take the focus away from your teammates so they can get the job done. Anyways, that was the general core initial concept of Army of Two. Obviously, things evolved across the different entries. And this one was, yeah, basically the end of it. I'm not sure if we'll see the series come back again, but I always thought this was a rather interesting franchise. And this one was kind of neat. So this was something I played a bit into the Xbox One era. Essentially going back to play this, if that makes sense. Like, it was a bit of an interesting thing. I think it was like a free game or something like that. And then I went and played it with a buddy, and yeah, that was kind of the experience. It's okay. Like, it's a fine play.
We're going this way.
I think it's a bit more interesting if you can play it, you know, with another player. I think that added... Personally, I think that would have been quite a big addition to actually playing these games and actually playing them in co-op. That's kind of the appeal, in my opinion, because it's designed to be played cooperatively, despite this one kind of like dumbing down or simplifying that concept, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyways, this is an interesting change up because they're essentially taking, you know, the gameplay of the series and kind of like simplifying it a little bit on this one and making it more of a straightforward shooter. It's also a big change up because you're literally, I guess you would say, abandoning the characters of the other titles, the mainline Army of Two titles, in order to give you two new sort of nameless kind of characters, if that makes sense. Like, I think you're literally Alpha and Bravo in this, so you're kind of missing that sort of gameplay element of like personality and getting to know the characters. But you know, it's still got the things such as like, oh, you know, you're buying guns, you're personalizing the look of your characters, and yeah, it's definitely got the look of the late 360 era kind of EA titles, which is kind of funny. You know what I mean? Like a very specific vibe from that time. Whoa. That was a little intense. I don't even know what happened there in that situation. But anyways, yeah, you command your squad. You know, your duo thing if you're playing by yourself. And you go around just blast the enemies. You go through the different areas. Obviously, we're dealing with a bit of a cartel situation that's arisen. Over time, you're able to personalize, buy better equipment, improve your stuff, and then, you know, you kind of finish it. There's like a bit of a leveling system in this one as well that was included, and some online stuff. But yeah, mostly it's just your campaign experience and whatnot that you would have enjoyed from this one. And like, it was always kind of weird that this didn't end up being backwards compatible, if that makes sense. Like, I always thought that was a bit strange. It was literally just the first Army of Two, but it must have come down to like music or technical or something that kind of prevented these games from being enjoyed in the modern era, which I think is a bit of a shame because, you know, they're neat titles that they could benefit from a bit of a bump up. But yeah, pretty linear stuff too, and as I said, it's a very, very straightforward game. So you'd be getting the 720, I guess technically the sub 720, because it did that EA thing with the, you know, you see the black bars. Because I don't think that's an overscan issue, and then 30 FPS
Go that way. Salem and I'll take the gate.
for gameplay. And the performance, you know, goes up and down. Not even necessarily like a stable performance, but yeah, I think if controls, audio, brightness, yeah, there's not really, I don't even think in the main menu I was looking beforehand, there's not really any sort of visual options, and that's just kind of how you get for the aesthetic. They were doing that a lot, kind of like cheating the the resolution a little bit to secure a little bit better performance, which is kind of funny. But you don't notice it, right? You just kind of play the game and maybe even forgot about the fact that so many of these EA specifically titles did this, which is kind of funny. I'm feeling the pain. I love both the late game aesthetic that's kind of like was technically pushing while also still having the simplicity of 360 era stuff as far as like backdrop and far distance. Kind of funny. Definitely a thing of its time, but yeah, I don't remember this one being as mind-blowing of a Army of Two game as compared to the first one. I guess I should try to get my hands on the second title. I believe I played that at some point, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it would be cool to revisit that experience as well, because the first one, you know, you could play on the Series X and stuff, which I've done. Yes, it would be cool to fill out this series, and I didn't even really think about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember doing this like right into the generation. Like, it was basically, we went back to go and play this. Which is kind of funny. So it's like literally going back a console gen thing. Because we were pretty done with like the 360 at the time. Moved on well into the new generation. And it was like, oh, this game, cool, let's go, you know, let's go check it out and stuff. And that's the situation we had here. So you get your stats. The EA servers, I think they're all gone. All the online stuff is gone. Which is a shame, but you know, that's what you get. And then, of course, the 360 era hidden loading screens where you like lift doors and stuff, because that's when the game's loading. And then, yeah, they kind of segment the levels based on stuff. Wow, look at that. Super impressive. I wonder if these games will ever come back at some point. You know what I mean? Like remastered or something. Like, they're kind of a neat concept. You get what I mean? Like, having a literal co-op focused thing is something we don't... Is that Skull Candy on his outfit? Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Listen in. See what you can find out.
Is that Woods from Call of Duty?
Tienes un problema de seguridad. Arréglalo. Me les haré de Sí, sí, jefe.
But yeah, you just kind of go from like set to set, just kind of blasting enemies.
Las chicas. Aquí mi amigo te dejó un desmadre.
Just take this guy out right now. What a conveniently placed propane tank over there beside that car, which is kind of funny.
We need to split up. See if we can't flank that lieutenant.
All right. We can get one of us over this wall.
Let's do it.
Search the upper path or the lower path. Oh no, I wanted the upper path. I clicked the wrong button. Alright. Some Gears of War style, the splitting, eh?
Eyes open.
You think that lieutenant knows something?
I intend to find out. Careful. While we're separated, we can't cover each other.
Roger.
That's okay, I don't even need anybody else. I guess it's neat that they did have the original cast in this to a degree as well. I mean, obviously you saw that, but like that's a nice touch because so many franchises just kind of like try to do weird spin-offs. And yeah, I don't know really what the goal was with this one. Was it just to like keep the series going and just do another one to see if people were interested, or I don't know. It's just kind of like, it feels like something that was just captured within this generation of console and then just completely forgotten about. Like it's almost like too niche to continue or something like that, or just not a big enough draw to really do more with, which I think is a big shame. Because it's fun to have some little cooperative stuff, some different games that aren't you know, all taking big numbers, but obviously, like, smaller projects like this, especially with the time it takes to make them, probably aren't as worth it and lucrative, right? Which, as I said, is a bit of a shame. These environments are, like, painfully, tight, eh? Like, they're really, really quite, like, tightly linear. Are you guys still alive? Like, little bits of destruction in the environment. Yeah, I can definitely see why the reception on this one wasn't as tight. Like, I just remember mostly playing through it with a buddy and having an okay time. And that, you know... I guess mostly what else could you really ask for out of an Army of Two game? Either just good co-op action.
Negative contact down here. Let's
Yeah, now I kind of really want to go take a look at the 40th day and kind of go back to that. Overkill. Just helps you cause big chaos and destruction. But yeah, it's just kind of like tight shooting gallery area after area. Actually, almost a little bit of Ghost Recon Future Soldier kind of vibe on this almost. You must be signed in with an Xbox profile that has purchased this game. I think I am, aren't I? I was a few minutes ago. There's like something going on. Okay. We interrupt this program to provide you with a server issue thing. Okay, there we go. I guess, yeah. That's it. So where were those guys the whole time? Is there even room in the middle for them to have gone and done anything there?
We were after Batista's lieutenant. We think he came this way.
Good trick of the eye, honestly, to give you a larger skill than it actually is. I can really tell that that's not what it is, but... yeah, it's a nice little subtle, kind of setup there.
Where are the girls? Fuck you! Wrong answer, amigo.
Do what you want. I won't tell you a thing.
He's screen tearing pretty badly.
Where are the girls?
I used the bar. Not in a big
Wow, this guy
room.
broke down pretty easily.
The compound.
You wouldn't be lying to me, would you?
No! No, por favor.
Good. I don't find them there. I'm coming back for you.
You can tell because I have a spooky mask.
That sounded exciting.
Yeah, he was surprised.
Yeah, and I guess there's some pretty interesting, like, set pieces, too, for, like, moving through and destroying things.
Copy that. Let's head that way. Alpha, Bravo, lead on.
Yes, sir.
Another level completed. I wonder what the achievements are like in this. I think last time I unlocked stuff was like 2015 in this one. Yeah, 2015. Gotta grind a bit to get the points and stuff, I guess you would say. But yeah, no, straight up, it looks like an EA title of the time, right? You can see the influence of, like, say, like Battlefield and the Medal of Honor games that were kind of preceding this, kind of being bled into this one.
We haven't had the pleasure.
Don't worry. I'm sure you will. What are you trying to say? Nothing, brother. Just making conversation.
She's a sweet girl. Pretty.
You met her.
Oh, shit. Better watch out, Alpha. Papa Bear is very protective of his little sister.
Can the chatter, we've got work to do. We split up here. Sale and I will go over the wall and take the back alleys. You two take the perimeter.
Copy that.
On it.
Feels like they're not doing any of the work.
We've got contact.
Copy that, Alpha. We'll push through and hit them from behind.
Man, taken out of context.
Keep moving.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like kind of a bit of a run-of-the-mill shooter situation. And of course, different difficulties to make it more intense. Wow, what are with these grenade spams? Holy. I don't really recall there being too many like overly difficult portions of this, but maybe a couple spots that were a little bit more hardcore. Kind of crazy to think how much has changed in like a decade since I was achieving in this, at least.
Toss a grenade!
Trying to think of the other titles too, because there's like some pretty peak games. And this one came out in like 13 or something, so I could definitely see what this one kind of really got left by the wayside. Yeah, it was a pretty stellar year.
Found a gate, but we're not getting in this way.
I copy. We saw another way in. Circle around and we'll meet you at the barn.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's definitely not the brightest. They just kind of stand there. Pure and utter chaos, eh?
T.W.O, atrápenlo. Pelé, pelé.
Ow.
Learn to pray. Sit, reloading.
You're good.
There's also like really intensive like lighting effects they use in that. And it really is. It's just like a title of this era. It's like the accumulation of the generation of gaming kind of coming together for this sort of design. Yeah, now I really want to go hunt down the 40th day. I didn't even think about not having that.
Rios, we're in position.
Good, so are we. They're planning an ambush inside.
We can take them.
Sir, what about a synchronized breach? All four of us breach at the same time. Catch them from both sides.
What is this, Ghost Recon Future Soldier?
Copy that.
You ready?
Always.
That was perfect synchronization, guys. Couldn't have gone better.
What cover? You're taking out all the cover. Is it for that remark about your sister?
Just keep your damn head down.
Clear.
I do like the customized masks and stuff they always give you.
God damn it.
She gave him a struggle.
I fucking knew it. What's that noise?
All right, let's circle up. We got 2 minutes before this damn cartel comes down on us.
1 second.
What's it called, Rios?
I'll forget her to come out. Bravo, Salem. Keep an eye out.
Rios, we're in the middle of a goddamn cartel compound. This girl is not our fucking problem.
Thought she
You got
was.
30 seconds.
No, we're leaving. I'm not gonna risk my life and the lives of these rookies to save this girl. All right, we move on, take our money, and get out.
Oh yeah, they're complete contract workers too. They get money and everything for everything they do.
Rios, to me, your partner, your brother. Who is this girl to you?
She is innocent.
All right, I'm leaving. And if you want to live, you should too.
Everything will be okay. Okay?